Frame me again, bro.
It's messed up. I mean, you can't disrespect somebody's grave like that. My mother passed away, and the first thing I saw on Facebook was people getting their headstones desecrated. I mean, it just broke my heart, and I was hoping that my mom's wasn't that way.
I wonder how they're gonna get that off of there, though.
You know, it's probably just something like Rust-Oleum or something, some paint.
That's off. Told you it comes off.
They'll get what's coming to them. Not really much else to say. Yeah, we left and we saw like 8 or 9 over here just with the full black line across it. And then there's satanic crosses on them. And it's kind of like that guilt trip, like I have to do something.
I don't know what that is.
This is so messed up, it's not even funny. Well, we got the bright idea to use brake clean.
Here, hit that cross.
I don't expect like payment or anything like that. It's just, it should be done. I wish anybody who saw this would do this exact same thing we are.
Trying to do the most that we can. I mean, it's not going to get all of it off, but it's going to get most of it.
So come down here and you see everybody else's graffitied or whatever you want to call it, and just came down to help out.
I don't really understand why somebody would do this.
It's a lot of hours and a lot of hard work, but again, the people in the community really make it worthwhile.
As the river continues to rise and threaten homes and businesses in Saratoga, National Guard troops, University of Wyoming volunteers, the Red Cross, and city officials try to hold it at bay.
I truly believe that the structures are secure.
Flooding here in Saratoga on the North Platte River is expected to continue until a crest on Sunday morning, expected at 10.6 feet above record levels.
It means their lives. It means everything they own. It means their way of living. And so to be able to be a part of something, you know, that this might be the worst experience they've had so far in their life.
UW football players, coaches, and staff pitched in right alongside National Guardsmen to help add to the 75,000 sandbags which surround the city. A city bracing for the worst.
Here we go. Let's get it going, guys. They want to contribute. They want to be a part of helping Wyoming communities.
I just hope it brings them a peace of mind that they'll be a little bit safer. If the water rises, their home should be safe.
And people certainly are thankful for all the help they can get.
If we didn't have that type of support, we don't have a big enough crew that would have been able to get the job done. So it means a lot. It means people's houses potentially not damaged by floodwaters.
So far, the flood has spared downtown Saratoga, but it is leaving its mark nearby. City officials have been forced to close the Veterans Islands Park behind me because it's now part of the river. Only time will tell if the efforts by so many will hold back the raging floodwaters of the North Platte.
You know, they won't remember our names when we leave, but they'll remember the National Guard, and we're going to remember them forever.
Cody O'Hara, News 13, Saratoga.
So he's getting big.
Yeah.
He's doing really good.
Meet Bowden Sterling, a baby boy born weighing just 1 pound, 3 ounces.
He just started bottle feeding about 3 days ago, and he's on his road to coming home.
Bowden's mother, Brianna, was flown to the Presbyterian St. Luke's Hospital in Denver due to complications. 5 days later, Bowden was born. However, his twin sister was not.
She passed away about 10 days before my son was born. So, she was actually stillborn, I guess it would be called.
Now nearly 3 months old, Bowden is still only 3 pounds 14 ounces and staying at St. Luke's Hospital with his mother. The only contact Tyler has with his wife and son, a cell phone.
He's just in his little isolette.
The medical bills are piling up, and with Brianna's recent departure from her job, money is tight. That's why Brianna and Tyler decided they need help.
We're doing this fundraiser to kind of help with medical bills. We've had some come in that are kind of up there, and just kind of help with traveling a little bit. I try and go back and forth as much as possible.
This family has been through so much in this last 3 months, and Casper, being the community that it is famous for its support of local people.
With photojournalist Nick Luneman, Jeff Platt, News 13, Casper.
He always said to me, Mom, there's nothing in Douglas like a 5K run or anything. And I said, well, let's do one next summer. And he's like, okay. Well, the summer came and went, and he was killed. And so then we got the idea to have a run in his memory.
We like to give back to the community. He was on our volunteer fire department here, so he did give back to the community. He very determined to have good grades. He would give you the shirt off his back.
We just have to go on every day, but it's we keep a big picture right by our bed. That's the last thing we see at night, first thing in the morning, and you still think about it. You think why, you know, and you think what could you do to help and make it better, you know, and Carrie does.
I don't want to see any more races after somebody else or another family to have to go through what these 8 families have gone through. And the boys brought us a rainbow today.
I think we would like to ask people just not to drink and drive. If you're impaired, call a taxi, call a friend, run, walk.
He would run to work every single day because he didn't have enough time to get that training in after that job. He was a wrestler in high school, and he also played golf, and he wanted to get in shape for wrestling, so he went out for cross country his junior year, and he trained for 4 weeks, and he took 17th at state. And so then Coach Smoot was like, okay, Shane is, you're going to run for cross country. So he ran the next year as a senior, and he took first.
I'm laying in bed and I get a knock on my door, and I go down, and it was Ross Gorman, the coroner for the town here.
They wouldn't tell me what was wrong. I was up in the mountains in Estherbrook, and they just said, you need to get her down right away, I guess. And we get through the front door, and then Carrie tells me what happened. And
that's probably the hardest thing I ever had to do. I mean, how do you tell a mother that her firstborn son has died? I mean, how do you do that? I just don't want to see another family go through what the 8 families have done with this tragedy. I'm a fireman too, and I see more people die that didn't have to. He loved his family. He was just an all-around kid.